How's it going, guys? Pantherphones here. Today we're going to be reacting to Season 5, Episode 3 of Stranger Things. This episode is titled The Turnbow Trap. Fuck knows what that means. I mean, there's some kind of trap. I don't know. Last episode, we got to see the Demogorgon attack the Wheelers. Didn't kill any of them. It fucked them up. It fucked Karen up and it fucked Ted up. Didn't kill them though. And it took Holly. So now Vecna has Holly. And she's stuck in this dream-like world, I think, where she's with Henry / Mr. What's it? Who, you know, I guess at the end of last episode it was supposed to be this like big twist. Like I figured that shit out immediately as soon as like she saw like an imaginary friend, and they weren't showing who it was. Like, come on, I think it's obvious who it was. A villain that can get inside people's heads and make them see what they want to see, you know, or don't want to see, right? Like, it's obviously Vecna / Henry. Elle also went into the Upside Down to track the Demogorgon and follow its blood trail that Karen left behind with a wine glass, a wine bottle, right? She ended up finding Hop in the Upside Down, and she obviously helped him with his little bullet wound that he had. And then they ended up travelling for a little bit, and then they hit this wall that is a massive wall that's like vines and this like weird like bloody like nasty thing, you know. It's just a wall because the Demogorgon took Holly beyond this wall. I have a feeling whatever's beyond that wall is what we saw last season in the Upside Down, or the dimension thing that Henry fell into, like the rocky shapes and that with the lightning, and where the Mind Flayer was initially. Like, I think that's what's beyond the wall, because we've not really gone outside of Hawkins in the Upside Down. You know, so maybe that's for a reason, and the reason why is that giant wall, which would mean it's like a big bubble surrounding Hawkins. And then obviously, you know, last episode, we also got a little bit of Lucas after the Wheelers were attacked. Lucas said that he doesn't believe in coincidences, and there might be a chance that, you know, everything's connected to Will in some kind of... Well, not connected to Will, but Will's disappearance, the anniversary of his disappearance. Like, apparently it's like 3 days away, so that might have some kind of impact. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, to be honest. I mean, like I said, last episode just ended with the twist of Mr. What's-It being Henry, which was obvious as fuck. Outside of that, not much else. I guess Steve and Dustin were arguing, but I feel like that's kind of like brotherly argument, you know, like Steve's a bit pissed off that Dustin isn't being honest, and he's probably been through this a lot with Dustin. Like, he probably helped him out at the beginning of everything, and then now Dustin just keeps on doing it to provoke the bullies, and that's obviously bothering Steve and just annoying him. And it feels like the only way you can get through to Dustin is just by arguing with him, but it's not going to get through to him. And that about sums it all up. So let's stop doodling around with this shitty intro and get right into the fucking episode. Nice. I'm so curious, like, because I just remembered that, didn't he, like, have something in that little hidden compartment? Like, what is it that he brought?
I can break through.
Why does it look so bad? Like the green screen.
We don't even know if Holly's on the other side.
And we don't even know what's on the other side. Beef jerky?
Anything else?
Hey, you're lucky I'm sharing with you.
Why does the green screen look so bad? It's more noticeable on Elle.
What's wrong? You alright?
They froze her. It must be something with her connection.
You think she saw us?
I mean, she's not going to miss you, is she?
I didn't want him going anywhere that's not safe.
That was a bit inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate. I say, I do not want him leaving my side. That means I don't
You
want
can't
him leaving my
keep
goddamn side.
I'm right
babying
here,
him.
Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
We have to act and we have to take risks, and thank God we did, because my plan, it actually worked. Vecna's gonna take more kids, and I don't know why or what he wants to do with them, but now we know something we can use against him.
How'd they figure that one out? I guess because all the kids came on the bus and then he just looked at the kids and it was like a way for him to be like, oh, these are his next victims. Why does this school seem so... Like, these kids, how old are these kids? But yet, like, Mike and all them in season 1 and 2, like, the school classroom didn't look like this. Yep, there he is. So they're all seeing Mr. Whatsit. I always do find it interesting that they call it, like, 2, 3, 4, 5, but they don't call it, like, season 3, 4, 5, but it is a season.
As soon as they're healed, they'll join us here.
I know.
But why is he acting friendlier? Like, where actually is she? This is in her head, so where is she actually? Obviously in the Upside Down, but where? Like, what's he doing to her in, like, the Upside Down?
Your classmate, Derek?
Derek is coming here.
You don't like Derek very much. Should I just let the monsters eat him? I will tell Derek that if he misbehaves or if he hurts you in any way, I will send him right back, and he can face those monsters on his own.
I'm so confused what his plan is here.
But in return, I need you to promise me one thing.
Don't wander off.
You must never,
Leave.
under any circumstance, go out into the woods. Do you understand?
Why?
You know I'm very glad I saved you first.
You can tell just by, like, how it's shot and the colour of everything that it's not real. Who's in the woods? Who was the last person that was in Vecna's mind? Max, right? Maybe she's still in his head. Because she's not in her own head, right? Is it still affecting her? Well, she's not in the cone of it, right? Cover her mouth or something. He's pissing on the wall. Great, the knife.
Get on the hedgehog.
That's the hedgehog. What is that they're using, though? And it's only affecting her. Damn! How's he run out of bullets already? I meant like magazines. He's got grenades, doesn't he? They're all like stacked up together. Imagine he didn't throw it high enough and it bounced back. There you go. Now El can fight. Jesus. He got up from that? What?
Holy shit.
Yep. Bike crash.
Look, I'm sorry about missing the crawl.
See, it's pissing Steve off that he's not being honest.
Turnbow Realty?
The one and only.
Whole family's a menace. I can see who he's targeting. The first time it happened, I saw through Holly's eyes.
Yeah.
I was Derek.
He stalks his victims, but he does it by invading their minds.
We know this. Why are we getting exposition again? We knew this last season.
He didn't appear as Vecna, he appeared as Henry.
But I highly doubt his long-term goal is friendship.
Hmm.
We have to stop him, and we have to save Derek. So we'll need to blindfold him.
Wait. What?
So that Vecna can't find him.
Yeah, but he might, though.
Kidnapping a child.
No, we're saving a child.
What if Derek falls asleep before the Demogorgon attacks him?
Even if by some miracle this plan even works,
Holly's still missing.
Yeah.
there might be a way to save Derek.
How?
This person will knock the family out.
Who would they trust, though?
We'll burn the sucker, send him scampering home to its master, but not before we stick him with one of these.
The tracker. Yeah, but it's going to go beyond the wall. What's beyond the wall? It might not be the real world. Or like an upside-down version of the real world, you know? Her perfect world, right? Why is she scared of the door? Wait, so they rung the doorbell.
I need your help. Meet me at the X.
Through the woods. The only person I could think it could be is Max, right? Because she was in Vecna's head. Wait, they've got how the fuck did they get helicopters in here? I guess they put it on one of the trucks, but still.
And I will disembowel the son of a bitch.
Not before we disavow you.
Seems like our military friends found your kryptonite.
How do you know what kryptonite is? Hop, you been reading comics?
Maybe he knows what it is. Or how to get through it.
Well, because he peed on it?
We go back, we tell everybody what we saw, and we make a new plan.
You know what I will say here? I do like how 11, like, she's talking a lot more.
You get to ask him about the convoy. You get what you want, and I get what I want.
I love how in season 1 they had to wear, like, masks and, like, these hazmats. Hey! Mr. Clark.
Come on, this is easy. Just...
Okay.
Wormholes are neat because they allow matter to travel between galaxies or dimensions without crossing the space between.
Yes, exactly right. Again.
It's crazy, like, it's been a while since we last seen him and it looks like he's aged a lot.
Everything went bad at the crawl last night.
Wouldn't know.
We're gonna need you to get us into the Turnbow house. Use your mouth to form a word that rhymes with starry.
I'd rather learn about wormholes than apologize to Tina and help you all save dipshit Derek. Sorry.
It's about saving Holly. Vecna took her.
Well, why the hell didn't you just start with that?
True. She's not wrong. They could have just started with that. Holly's been taken by Vecna and they want to take others. Uh-oh.
Shit. Oh, what do we do?
What?
Oh, Jesus, she talks so much. I promised Vicky that I would take her to Enzo's tonight.
Oh, gonna have to tell her. Because eventually, like, everything's gonna come out anyway. Imagine they come into this room too.
You could always just kiss her again.
I knew that was your goddamn bowl cut. Did I look like I knew what I was doing at least?
He's never kissed anyone, has he?
How did you know that Vicky wanted to
make out?
To date?
Yeah, you know, like a brush of the knee, a bump of the elbow, a shared look. Let's say the snowball became an avalanche.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't there a guy in here? Is it Ted?
God, that looks awful.
Also, the acting there was a little bit weird. The way he said, "Oh my God, he looks awful."
Sparkplug, that's it?
I'm also giving out free hugs.
Isn't this their first time interacting?
Hang some mistletoe, pucker up, and kiss my jolly ass!
Hey, you gonna help me or you just gonna stand there?
You know, I'd rather not herniate a disc over a lost cause. Oh, the window washer fluid. That'll do it. Good job, Steven.
Stop being so condescending. Can you theoretically just use another car though? Yeah. The fuck?
Henderson? Don't
No.
you touch her.
Damn.
If the heat from the exploding gunpowder doesn't destroy the transmitter, the force from the recoil will.
Let's test it then.
Yeah, but isn't the skin of a Demogorgon, like, thicker?
I thought you were desperate. I thought that things were stagnating.
I mean, shit's popping off right now. Like, this is a bad time to want him to propose.
Grow some balls and get it over with already.
Hey! And you know I'm a good enough shot to hit any mark. No matter how small.
Jesus.
Now set up my target.
It's probably a bad time to propose to her right now. Not probably, it is.
Well, would you look at that, Santa? Another miracle.
Yeah, but it's going for a sack though versus like skin. Yeah. Your timing's got to be good for that though.
Just need a little information, okay?
Mm?
Just a red, white, and blue grunt. That's what I said. I used to be a grunt.
Mm.
You're one of Sullivan's attack dogs.
Yeah.
She took down a helicopter just by looking at it.
Well, no, she...
I kill 1,000 guys like you.
Mm.
Protect one person or I've lost. You don't know about the wall, huh? Who does? Dr. K?
Yeah.
Sullivan takes orders from?
The ticking.
Don't know who the hell she's rooting around in that tiny brain of yours as we speak.
This is a good way of doing it.
Where is Dr. K?
Is this gonna fuck with him? Yeah, so she can see his memories.
But I know it's probably not a good idea to have her rooting around there for too long.
Which also means you can't really keep secrets from her because she could just do that. What is that? Also, I remember last season, didn't Nancy say there was something with like a giant mouth? It could have been a Demogorgon, to be fair though. When Vecna showed her that vision.
There's a door at the end.
What's behind that door?
Vecna?
What's behind that door?
They're gonna give him an aneurysm or something. Wait, she's using her powers inside his mind? How does that work? She's gonna give him... She just killed him. Is he dead?
Someone powerful like me. They have him?
I doubt it. How would they get him? Because how's he able to do this and control the Demogorgons? And the Demogorgons attack the military. It can't, it's not.
You're a pop star. What do you know about monsters?
Well, that pop star kind of looks like Max. Kind of. Like, the hair, I guess. But that's the only person I can think of it being. Who else was in Vecna's mind? I mean, that's not going to do anything to a Demogorgon, but, you know. God, I hate that. When they're playing... He's got a fucking arcade machine in his room. Spoiled fuck.
Mom wants you down for dinner.
Mom can suck a fat one.
I'm so sorry, Tina.
That's all you have to say.
How long before the drugs kick in?
All depends on how much pie they eat,
How fast they eat it.
what they had for lunch, when they had lunch.
Caffeine intake, alcohol intake.
Looks super good, just gotta watch those calories, you know.
Fatty McFat fat.
Spheres. Super sphere.
He's drinking too.
But I made it for you. I said, I'm not hungry.
Oh, gonna have to knock her out, punch her.
It's because you want me fat, isn't it?
Oh my god. It's a pie, you're not gonna get fat from just that.
And dodgeball, you throw balls.
I love these shots, they put a camera on the chest.
You're damn high.
Holy shit. Yeah, let's not mess up the house as we're taking out this fucking Demogorgon. As if she just fucking went... Is there a trap under the mat? Water balloons. Get some fireworks too. You know? We're gonna Home Alone the house. What if he doesn't send one Demogorgon though? He's gonna send one Demogorgon to take... I guess. Yeah, I guess he only needs to take Derek, right? Yeah, that works. Damn, that's a lot of money. You make it fall into barbed wire. So all this just to track it. But what if Vecna sends two?
Where's your coat?
It's in the barn.
I think about that night all the time. The night it came for you. The night all this started. I wasn't even home.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know you were missing.
Until the morning.
Hours.
Mom.
What kind of mother doesn't check on their 11-year-old boy?
But I mean, she also like wants to protect Will, but then she sends Jonathan on dangerous things. Like, come on.
I think we got company.
Oh, here it comes. It's moving fast. Like, look how fast it moves, but yet when it went after Will, it was dead slow. I mean, it still got Will, but then like Will managed to escape once he got taken, and then spent a week running away. It's always on the ceiling. Where is he? The dummy. Is that flammable gas? Oh, was that? Did he pour like gasoline on it? Jesus, what a jump! Hit it down. Yeah, bonk, bonk. Got it. But you don't want to kill it. Fuck it up. Nice. Got it. Jesus. I thought it was gonna like come out of the car. What if it's heading to the barn? He's fucking up his car so much. I mean, it's on fire, right? So it's like, it's freaking out. It's stopped, dropped and rolled. Is it just heading back to the house? Or heading there?
We're southeast. That's why it turned around.
He already knew. I was about to say, don't end it. Scorpions? There's scorpions in Hawkins? Well, I guess it's a dream world, right? I doubt that's in Hawkins. Looks like it's in fucking Nevada or something. Like Grand Canyon. Oh! That's loud footsteps. Yep. There it is.
Hi.
There she is. How could she see? That's ridiculous. Yet again, I'm kind of going back to what I said with episode 1, that it feels like not a lot's happening, but it's kind of like rushing through it in a way. I guess I didn't really say that in episode 1, but I am a bit underwhelmed with it not really feeling like the stakes were so high at the end of season 4, but it feels like we're starting season 5 very slow. but also they're quickly getting through stuff with like characters and that. Like characters are interacting and having these light conversations, but it's moving fast. Do you know what I mean? Like it's moving fast, but the plot's not moving at all. Like obviously Max showing up is gonna make things a bit more interesting, and obviously we're gonna get an explanation as to where she's been, right? And like why she hasn't woken up. You know, it's because she's stuck in Vecna's head. How and why, I don't know, because she did die. Actually, no, that makes sense. Because remember, like, Chrissy, Fred, and was it Patrick, I think? They were all on the pillars, right? They were, like, all twisted up and all that shit, right? And they were, like, hanging on the pillars of, like, the house in, like, Vecna's mindscape thing. So that was going to happen to Max, and it did happen to Max because Max died. But then she woke up. So she was still in Vecna's head. That's why she's not in her own head. That's why she's in a coma. Because she woke up in Vecna's mind, because that's the last place she was. So it makes sense. I mean, I literally got that straight away. Like, could it be Max that's, like, watching Holly? Because the last person inside Vecna's head that we saw was Max. But it was also 11 too, but, like, it makes sense that Max would be there. So I wonder how they're going to explain, like, why she's been gone for so long. Does Vecna know she's there? He must know she's there because he said to Holly not to go into the woods. I'm just a bit confused why Vecna wants kids. Like, obviously he took Will. Retcon. Like, he didn't initially take Will, but it's a retcon. We don't know why he took Will, really. And now he wants to take Derek. He's took Holly. Is there a reason he's aiming for these kids? Like, is it, like, trauma? Is it... I mean, Holly doesn't have trauma. I guess she kind of does. That she's not being, like, her parents treat her like shit, I guess, kind of. But it feels like her parents don't care about her as much. Like, is it related to last season? Like, how Vecna targeted people with, like, trauma and depression and that? And guilt? Like, is it something to do with that, but with kids? That's why, I mean, how would that relate to Will, though? Like, I'm talking Will in season 1, you know? Like, maybe Will now would make sense for Vecna to take, but why did he take him in season 1? Even though he didn't exist in season 1, but you know what I mean? Like, what's the connection between these kids and Will? What's the connection between just the kids in general? Like, how's Holly similar to Derek? Like, sure, they go to the same school, but is there more to it than just that? Like, what's stopping Max from waking up? Is it because she's in Vecna's head? But that could be used against Vecna. Because if she wakes up from the coma, she's going to be blind, right? Like, sure, her arm and leg are probably healed, but her eyes, that might be permanent, you know? Unless because she was stuck in Vecna's mind, that affected her eyesight. But, like, her eyes were clouded. You know, like, she went blind. Like, she was bleeding out of her eyes. They clouded up. Like, she was awake when Lucas was holding her and her eyes were clouded. Unless they were clouded because she's still in... At that point, she was still in Vecna's head. Maybe. Because has she opened her eyes? I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I mean, if she wakes up and she can see, that, like, obviously they're going to have to explain that. I'm just not looking forward to next episode, even though I think it's the longest episode of this first volume. But I know they're going to spend a lot of time of Max, like, explaining everything. And they did that quite a lot this episode, too. And I have a feeling it's because of that thing that came out, was it a few years ago, I think? Like, it was specifically, I think, for Netflix. It was either Netflix or it was, like, some streaming service. But there was something about, like, shows trying to explain basically everything to the audience as much as they can. So exposition, basically. But, like, they re-explained stuff we found out last episode, at the end of last episode, with Will and Robin. They re-explained it in this one, and then they re-explained that Vecna is, like, a serial killer that stalks his prey. But we already had that exact explanation in Season 4 of what Vecna does. He's a serial killer that stalks his prey through their minds. And then they have to, like, mention, oh, like, Chrissy liked Fred, and it's like... But, like, that's the exact same dialogue you said in Season 4. It's just weird. Like, it's just like, oh yeah, remember when Vecna... It's like that kind of dialogue. It's just... I'm not a huge fan of that writing, to be honest. But maybe it's just because I've seen, like, shows that handle exposition just a lot better. And I guess it's also because I prefer the show don't tell rule of writing. Like, telling the audience what's happening rather than showing the audience. I know it kind of works because it's Steve asking the questions, and Steve is, you know, he's not the brightest fucking guy, you know, but I think it just hurts the writing, and it hurts like the audience in a way. Like, it makes the audience feel a bit stupid because like the writers have to re-explain things that have already been explained. Like, we're 5 seasons into the show, we remember what happened in the last few seasons, you know, unless you haven't rewatched it recently. But even then, it's like they don't have to like have the exact same dialogue from season 4. So yeah, I wonder what's going on with the I don't know what they'd call it, the soundwave, I guess, that's affecting Elle. Like, who's behind that door? Like, it can't be Vecna, because if it is Vecna, how's he controlling the Demogorgons while also in like some military base in the Upside Down, and he's going after kids, and he's in like, yeah, no, he's fully using his powers, so it can't be Vecna behind that door. Maybe it could be the Mind Flayer, like the particles of the Mind Flayer, like they utilize its power and they use it against Elle, because it's only affecting her, right? It wasn't affecting Hop. I do find it weird that Elle is calling Hop Hop. You know what I mean? Like, she's not calling him Dad when she was referring to Hopper as her dad last season, at the beginning of last season. Is it something to do with the frequency that only affects her because she's got the powers? Because even from a far distance it affected her. Like, they were all the way down the fucking road and it was affecting her a little bit. So I'm thinking, if it is in her head, why would it... I just don't understand why it'd only be affecting her. Like, if it affects her, does it affect Vecna? Who has the power to mess with frequencies? Or maybe it's a situation where... Hang on, I'm cooking. What if it's a situation where the little sound wave may be connected to Elle's DNA in some kind of capacity? Because I'd assume the military would have Elle's DNA from Brenna, right? So they've got Elle's DNA, and whoever's behind that door, or whatever's behind that door, is using powers to affect Elle using the DNA. That's why it's only affecting Elle, because they've got her DNA. Who else has got powers that's alive? 8? Her mother? Maybe. Could be her mother. Could be Elle's mother. Terry. Because that would be her DNA. She has the same powers. 8 would... I mean, it could be 8 too. Because if it is just in Elle's head that she's being affected by these waves... And if they have 8 like captured, they could be making her target Elle. And obviously her powers is like she gets into her like people's minds and stuff and makes them see what they want to see or whatever, right? Or their worst fears. I mean, it could be her. I like it being Elle's mum, because honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing Elle's mum again and bringing that plot back. Because they kind of just dropped that after season 2. Like, it would be interesting if they fixed what was up with Terry, at least, you know, or she at least got to have a proper reunion with Jane. There's something powerful behind that door, that's what she said, right? But she assumes it's Vecna, but how would they have captured Vecna? There is no way that man would have let... I mean, man, he's not even a man at this point, but, like, there's no way he would have let anyone get close to him. Plus, he's too powerful. Like, how's he controlling the Demogorgons, and they're attacking the military too, so... He can't be with the military. Now, whatever that wall is, it regenerates quick. It heals quick. And that happens to a lot of the gates and stuff. But the biggest question is, did that gate or wall thing always exist from season 1? Probably not. I mean, Vecna didn't exist in season 1, but, you know, they've retconned like a bunch of the show. And they've also forgot a lot of things that happened throughout the show too, you know. Was it last season that they forgot Will's birthday? Maybe because they forgot Will's birthday last season, maybe, like, this is a way of them being like, yeah, we forgot his birthday, but we're going to make him the focus of this season. I love Mike fucking bonking the Demogorgon. So they've tracked it. It's heading to the barn now. I wonder how that's going to work, though, because Will was seeing through the Demogorgon's POV, right? So with the Demogorgon going towards Will, is that going to do anything? Like, is he going to feel more connected because it's closer? Can he control the Demogorgon? Also, it's cool seeing Erica. When was the last time? I mean, oh yeah, she showed up in season 4's finale. I guess she's just been doing school. I just don't like the idea of like, oh, like a war's about to begin, the Upside Down is right side up, and then, oh, all the kids are going back to school. Like, it's just weird to me. And you've got this high school drama of like the jocks bullying Dustin, and it's just like, really? Steve's definitely like annoyed by Dustin. I feel like Steve's probably tried talking to Dustin and helping him out with the bullies and that, but Dustin just isn't listening to him and it's pissing Steve off. You know, like he's avoiding saying what actually happened to him, that he fell off his bike or he like ran into a post or whatever, and it's like, no, stop lying. Like, driving people away is what's causing Steve to be pissed because he doesn't know how to deal with that. It's like, stop pushing people away. Like, if you're going to push me away, I'm going to push you away. Like, it's childish. Like, they're still teenagers, right? I mean, obviously the actors aren't, but, like, they're still teenagers in a way, so they're still going to be, like, a bit back and forth with each other. Plus, it's a stressful as fuck year, you know? Like, they've, been fighting Vecna, everyone's all on edge, you know? They just want Vecna and this whole thing to be over and done with, so they're a bit pissed off, they're a bit on edge, you know? It makes sense. To be fair, though, the whole plan of, like, getting the Demogorgon into the house and, like, setting it on fire, because when it gets set on fire, it usually, like, runs away, right? So it was a good plan. So they used the stuff they learned from season 1, but that house got fucked up. The parents of Tina and Derek are going to be pissed. I wonder if they'll all wake up next episode then and then actually see that the monsters are real. I wish, like, Dustin's mother, like, found out about the Demogorgons and the monsters and even Lucas's parents. Like, I want everyone to know about the monsters. Like, that's what I was hoping for this season. Like, with the Upside Down being the right side up, I thought everyone was going to find out that the monsters are real and shit. Also, it was cool seeing Mr. Clark. I think the last time we saw him was the beginning of season 3, or when, like, Joyce went to go visit him about the magnet stuff that was falling off a fridge. I do hate that Joyce is kind of babying Will, though. Because it's like, season 3, she wasn't with Will throughout, like, that whole season, pretty much, because she was dealing with the, like, Russian stuff. And then even season 4, she just left California. Obviously, she didn't know that Will was in any kind of danger, but it was still, like, why is she being so overprotective and, like, stuff like that when she, like, in season 3 and 4, she was barely there for Will anyway. And then it's like she's so protective with Will and then she doesn't really seem to care about Jonathan. It's just weird to me. I'm not saying she's a bad parent. I'm just saying it's just contradictory. One more episode, which I think is the longest one. I think it's like 1 hour and 20. Hopefully a lot happens. And they're probably going to end it with some cliffhanger that's going to piss me off because then we have to wait another fucking month, basically, for the continuation. Which isn't even the full continuation. It's only 3 more episodes and then you have to wait a week after that for episode 8. When it could just be a weekly release, like maybe 2 episodes a week or something like that. Netflix has ruined TV shows. Weekly release is always going to be better. Because it keeps the conversation going. Like, once the show's over, nobody's going to talk about it. That's the problem. Like, if they released it all at once, like all 8 episodes, like, the conversation would last a week and then, like, the show would be forgotten. Pretty much. It would be forgotten too if the ending ends up being not great. I wasn't planning to react to all 4 episodes today, but I'm going to do it, because I might as well. I mean, it's still somewhat early, to be honest, so I can still do what I need to do later on. I mean, that about sums it all up. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys, and I will see you for the next one. Ta-ta, and farewell.